Hello Ride On people. Hopefully you can hear me above the din of the leaf blowers. Still very beautiful here in Georgia at the moment. We're getting nice days up into the mid 80s I guess, and early mornings are still in the 60s, so mustn't grumble for early October I guess. Anyway, tomorrow going on a bit of a road trip. Charlie and Jerry joining me, and we're riding up to one of our favourite lodges in the Smoky Mountains called the Blue Waters Lodge, and stick around, we'll let you know how we get on. Hey, so we've stopped off at Dahlonega. That's the kind of town hall place behind us. Dahlonega is where the gold rush started in America, and we're going to have a little bit of coffee over at the picnic cafe over there. So I called the building behind me the town hall, but in actual fact it's Lumpkin Courthouse. From its steps in 1849, a Stevenson assayer at the Mint attempted to dissuade Georgia miners from leaving to join the California gold rush. His ovation gave rise to the saying, "There's millions in it, and there's gold in them thar hills." But we weren't pan mining today, so we made sure the bikes were all secured up, and then turned our attention to coffee. Picnic Cafe is an ideal little place to stop for a few minutes. Got tables and chairs outside, and the temperate weather meant we could sit outside and enjoy a fresh brew. Charlie on the right and Jerry on the left there enjoyed a good conversation about recent times, including Jerry's ride on the BMW K1600B bagger, which he was quite enthralled with. So we moved on to our next stop, which was La Prades Marina, which is up on Burton Lake, and the marina is a very beautiful place. We had plenty of parking space for our bikes up there, and the view from the deck on the Chop House was just amazing. There's a Chop House restaurant there which serves great steaks and can accommodate a lot of people with its open bar there. The view from the deck of the lake this time of year is absolutely stunning. The reflections are amazing. The sky looks absolutely beautiful, and it's just quite a cool place to hang out and check out the people boating on the lake, and have a quick look around the shop that's in the Chop House restaurant there, which is quite a cool place, as I mentioned, to hang out at. I'm sure on a Friday night in the summertime it gets extremely busy there. And we hung out there, had a good leg stretch, but eventually it was time to move on to our next stop. So our next stop was up in Franklin, and the Motor Co Grill, which is very much a 50s design diner, and we just enjoyed some wholesome American food there before having a little bit of banter. So we're having lunch at the, I don't know, that'll show up. We just had lunch at the Motor Grill Company in Franklin, and we just found out that Jerry has got this obsession with photographing tomato ketchup bottles for some bizarre reason, and Charlie started talking to himself, and we found out that he doesn't wear socks. Bizarre. I mean, fortunately on the rest of the journey there are at least some psychiatric wings open, so if push comes to shove I'm just going to shove them both in there. But today I'm going to talk about, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the tomato ketchup. And this is where Charlie wants to go for lunch next time. Okay, so right, let's start with Jerry then. Okay, we're gonna play the It's Obvious game again, because it's tricky, aren't they? So a little girl kicks a soccer ball, it goes 10 feet and comes back to her. How is that possible? Right, too slow. She kicked it up in the air.
Up the air.
Yeah, easy. It's obvious.
I was going to say uphill or up in the air, one of the two.
Okay. A 10-foot rope ladder hangs over the side of a boat with the bottom rung on the surface of the water. The rungs are what's it? Rungs, rungs are 1 foot apart, okay? And the tide goes up at the rate of 6 inches per hour. How long will it be before 3 rungs are covered? I said that so clearly, you haven't a hope in hell
No
of
idea.
knowing what
It should be 3 hours.
No, it'd be exactly the same, wouldn't it? Because the boat raises.
Yeah,
Boat ride.
never going to change.
Boat
Or there's
ride.
a boat? I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Boat.
Okay, a man dressed in all black is walking down a country lane. Suddenly, a large black car without any lights on comes round the corner and screeches to a halt. How did the car know he was there?
I have no idea.
It's obvious.
It's obvious.
It's obvious.
It was daytime.
It was daytime.
Okay. A rooster laid an egg on top of a barn roof. Which way did it roll?
Roosters don't lay eggs.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you gave me the answer.
I didn't want him to struggle.
A truck driver is going down a one-way street the wrong way and passes at least 10 cops. Why is he not caught?
They're while walking.
Yes, yes, that's right. He's walking. See, it's obvious. It's obvious. Okay, an electric train is moving north at 100 miles an hour. This train is travelling, and the wind is blowing to the west at 10 miles per hour. Which way does the smoke go?
It's electric train.
Yeah. Oh, Charlie's too sharp at this.
He's good.
How can a man go 8 days without sleep?
How can a man go 8 days? I guess. Ooh, something about the night, but I don't know.
Yeah, by
Something
sleeping during the night.
Yeah, exactly.
How can you drop a raw egg onto a concrete floor without it cracking?
Say that again.
How can you drop a raw egg
Oh,
onto a concrete floor without it cracking?
Doesn't have a shell.
it's hard boiled.
No,
A raw egg.
no. The egg will not crack a concrete
Because it doesn't
floor.
have a shell.
Okay, if a doctor gives you 3 pills and tells you to take 1 pill every half hour, how long will it take before all the pills have been taken?
I missed the first part.
If the doctor gives you 3 pills, tells you to take 1 every half hour, how long will it take you to take all 3 pills?
It's obvious.
It's obvious.
I don't know.
An hour. Take 1 now, another 1 in half an hour, 1 half an hour after that. Okay, last question then.
Yay.
If it took 8 men 10 hours to build a wall, how long will it take 4 men to build a wall?
10 hours.
No time at all. The wall's already built. Oh, it's so obvious.
Obvious. It's already built. Damn obvious.
That'll do for now. Next was a leg stretch at the Dillsborough Inn, which is a really nice little place on the river. Basically, has the bridge running over there, and some ornate figures outside from Roman times, it seems. And the river there was very, very scenic, very beautiful, especially in this lovely October sunshine. Plenty of fishermen on the river fly fishing, and just a really nice place to stretch your legs for 5 minutes before moving on. Much as the leg stretch was welcome, it was time to progress on to Fontana Dam and the visitor centre there. It's a really incredible place. As the sign shows, it's 480 feet high and a couple of thousand feet long. And the engineering that went into this over a couple of year period is just amazing. Some of the wells there, if you're a bit scared of heights, you don't really want to look down them because the pictures don't do it justice how deep those things are. But it's an amazing structure and creates a wealth of man-made water supply there to stop the village of Fontana flooding. And it was built kind of around 1940, I think, and well worth a visit. It's an extremely interesting place. And the views are quite amazing. This is the visitor centre. Very interesting, showing all the power plants and reservoirs available, and how the water turbine generators work. and showing the waterway maps of Kentucky and Tennessee. A nice aerial shot showing the visitor centre and just how huge this structure is, which is part of the Appalachian Trail, so attracts a lot of hikers as well as people interested in the dam itself. So next we went on to Blue Waters Mountain Lodge, which is on Santitla Lake. Santitla is Cherokee for Blue Waters, and it's just a really lovely place to stay. It's run by a couple, Mike and Mari, and they just always treated me very well. I've stayed there maybe 8 times so far, and it's always a nice experience. Good food, good company, amazing view, as you can see, and it's just a very relaxing place to stay. It's nice and clean, and room rates are reasonable, and there's no kind of airs and graces about being there. You can kind of be there in your jeans and t-shirt and feel very relaxed after a hard day's ride. And of course it attracts lots of people interested in hiking in the local area, leaf peepers at this time of year in the autumn, and people that just want to enjoy the boats and on the lake there, which is nice. It's a nice rustic lodge. It's always well kept, and it's always a very comfortable environment to stay there. It's also nice to meet other guests who may be travelling and find out their stories as well. We're very fortunate in terms of this particular evening. We actually had the lodge to ourselves, which is very rare. It's usually booked out months in advance, so if you fancy staying there, bear that in mind. It's usually booked up a long way in advance. And please tell the owners that you saw my YouTube video, Richard Dunn, and you were interested in staying there. They'll be delighted to hear that, I'm sure. So we chose either a salad or a delicious soup for our first course, and for our second course was a beautifully cooked filet mignon with asparagus, and we finished that off with a bit of homemade apple pie with vanilla ice cream. Absolutely delicious. But Charlie and Jerry bought a couple of bottles of wine. They charge corkage for that, but their actual wines are quite a reasonable rate. And of course, whenever the three of us are together, there's always going to be some laughter. So there was plenty of banter going on in the evening and strong points of view. So, unbelievably, we have the entire lodge to ourselves. It's amazing. Just like 3 of us.
They knew you were coming.
Exactly. They rolled out the red carpet to us. An amazing steak dinner with soup and salad and stuff, and now there's just 3 of us. So we're going to do a new quiz. So let's do this quiz. This is the whatever it's called quiz. This is called the Following Lyrics quiz. So this is all rock music. Of course, you'll be fans of rock music, and if you're not, you're really stuffed. But let's give you a couple of examples. So as an example, if I was to say a daydream believer and you would say Homecoming Queen. Yeah. and it would be by the Monkees and Daydream Believer. Or another one, I'm picking up the Good Vibrations.
Beach Boys.
She's giving me the good citations. Good Vibrations, Beach Boys. Okay, so scoring wise, which somebody else may have to keep score, because I'm not sure I can ask questions and keep score at the same time. We'll answer. So I'm going to give you 1 point for the correct song and artist. Okay. 1 point for filling in the lyric, following lyric.
I got it right here.
Okay, so 1 point for the artist and the song.
Can we play 2 to 1? Can we play against you?
Another point for getting the lyric right.
Okay. Good.
And half a point if I have to sing it very badly to help you.
I've already gotten lost.
Okay.
Keep going.
So let's start with
just pick one.
Start with Gerald.
Pick one.
Right, swivel this.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So Jerry, hopefully camera picks you up over there.
In the dark corner.
Okay, so we've had plenty of wine, as you might imagine. So Jerry, well, she was just 17.
You know what I mean. And the way she looked was way beyond compare.
Way too much. That was way too much.
Oh my God! And the artist is.
The Beatles.
I was going to say
Beatles.
And
I'm
the-
giving it Christmas.
And
Sorry,
the
Beatles.
song?
And the song was.
I don't know. Geez,
You know, so she was
17.
just 17. Right? 17.
That sounded a bit like just 17, but it kind of came out like a kind of had too much wine to drink.
Just
17.
So I will give you.
Well, that's 4.5.
Yeah, so that's 2 points there because you got
You got them all.
the artist and song right and the lyric right. So you were on the 2 points. You have to keep score for him.
I don't
you
mind
keep
telling
score for
you,
him.
that one may have been the easiest of the entire night.
So you're on 2.
I'm going to get something like
I
Kansas, dust in the wind.
All right.
Right.
Second one for Jerry.
Oh, Jerry gets another?
Yeah, 6 for Jerry, 6 for you.
No,
Okay.
6.
That's
So you
six.
you keep score. So he's got two points.
Put bamboo
Otherwise,
in
this
my
video would be like
Okay,
3 hours long, right?
Oh, geez.
Okay, the sirens are screaming and the fires are howling.
I have no idea.
No way. Don't
Okay.
even go there.
You don't know? Way down
Zero.
in the valley tonight, but out hell, Meatloaf.
Oh, yeah.
Sirens are
There's a reason he
screaming and the
doesn't-
fires are
there's a reason
howling
he
way
doesn't
down
know.
in the valley tonight.
Okay, so he went.
All right, third one. Hello, darkness.
My old friend, I've
My
come
old-
to speak with you again
Yeah.
with a vision so
And
secretive.
song
and the
and
song.
Simon and
Simon and
Garfunkel,
Garfunkel.
Sounds of Simon.
right. Well, you got
Another 4 points. Jeez.
you got the artist and the song right, but your lyrics were slightly wrong.
Oh, jeez. You guys close enough if you were
No,
singing.
no, no. You have to be pedantic about this. It's not. I've come to speak with you again. I've come to talk to you again.
What
Oh,
speak
Jiminy
talk-
So-
Christmas. There's that Brit thing.
we must be in Britain.
Yeah, right. Because
Okay.
speaking and talking are two different things.
So I'm not keeping score. You have to keep
As
score.
he just okay. Well, he got 4, then he got 0,
Zero.
and then I'm going to give him 3.5.
Meatloaf.
He's at 7.5.
Okay.
7.5.
Wake you up in the middle of the night, just to hear you say. Do you want me to sing it badly
Yes,
for
go
you?
ahead. Go.
Wake me up in the middle of the night, just to hear them say.
Oh Lord, that is pretty bad. You got. You know what?
No idea.
Next.
Welcome to the Hotel
Oh
California.
no.
Ah, see?
Well, no
It's
wonder.
not as easy as you thought it was going to be, is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
That's
Hang
not.
on.
It's not going to be that easy. Okay, we're getting harder now.
Now
See?
wait a minute. That was like okay. I'm giving you.
That was
See?
like
Oh, eased
mid-
you into it.
mid-sentence.
Gave you a false sense of
Yeah.
security.
No kidding. I know
Okay.
every word of that song.
There's nothing that 100 men
Oh,
or
that's.
more
I just heard it today.
could ever do.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't listen
Stop
to
living
whatever
it.
is.
Stop living in the past, Charlie.
Here we go.
That's it. Yeah,
I
you're
got it.
right. You know.
Come on.
He got it.
Come on, keep going. You
I
got it.
don't know. I don't get it.
Do,
That's-
do you know what the next lyric is? Out of interest.
uh,
So, there's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa.
Toto.
Yeah, there you
Toto.
go. That's
Really?
it. Circa
Yeah.
1978.
Yeah, jeez.
Okay, so
I'm gonna give him
82, I think.
Hang on a second.
82.
7.5 plus those 2. He's got 9.5.
82, maybe 83.
He's got 9.5.
For the words,
Oh boy.
so I'm deliberately throwing him
Here
here.
we go.
For the words of the prophet
How's
were
that?
written on the studio wall.
In the Sounds of Silence, it's another Simon and Garfunkel.
What?
And the words.
For the words of the prophet were written on the subway walls.
There's the Sounds of Silence.
I'm giving him 4.
Concert hall.
Okay.
Spirit of the radio.
7.5.
Spirit of the radio.
He's got
No.
11.5.
Spirit of the radio. Rush.
11.5.
For the words of the prophet were written on the studio walls. Concert hall.
Okay.
Right, Charlie.
11.5. That's
I
really
think
hard
Charlie's
to
going to beat you because he was on the Jazz. He was on the Jazz at lunchtime as well.
beat. No, I don't.
I think it's those drugs he keeps
I don't
taking.
know Simon and Garfunkel. I don't like them.
Right,
Go
no,
ahead.
no Simon and Garfunkel for
Give
you.
me some country.
Okay.
Give me some country.
I saw the light.
Yeah, I saw the light. Yeah. How about
D-I-V-O-R-C. No. So.
Okay, she's a black female. D-I-B-O-R-C.
Islands in the sky.
Oh, we got islands in the sky now?
No,
I was
no,
gonna
this
say,
is still rock music.
wait.
So we have photos of that.
Hold on a second.
So-
Wait, I thought. Did I not get the? I didn't get.
No,
Charlie.
here goes. Here.
Charlie, it took me 3 days to update this video unless you
Okay.
answer the questions. So, okay, so you think you can tell? So you think you can tell?
It's Heaven from Hell,
Yes.
and it's the
Wish you were here, Pink Floyd.
it's Pink Floyd.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Okay. Oh, you get this one.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 4 on that one. Here we go.
Drove my Chevy.
To the left.
Too low.
Chicago. Yeah, here's it go. Right. Don McLean, The Day the Music Died.
Yeah.
Drove my
There you
Chevy
go.
to the levee, but the levee
Chevy.
was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing "This will be the day that I die." That's worth 8 points.
That's-
I'm
That
only
was-
a point and a half behind Jerry.
That was truly dreadful.
Yeah,
Okay.
There we go. I thought
Great
that was
song.
good. Huh?
Great song.
Let's do it again.
Okay, this one's been played quite a bit. There's quite a bit of airtime in this one. Imagine
All the
There's-
lonely people.
there's no heaven. Oh, stumped. It's so easy.
Imagine
It's obvious.
What did he say? I thought it was imagine all the lonely people.
One of the most, well-known songwriters in the world ever.
JL.
That's the one. Imagine there's no heaven.
I get that, but what? I like imagine all the lonely people.
It's easy if you
that's
try.
what I said. What, did I
See?
not say John? Did I not get the song?
Did I not
right?
say it's easy if you try?
No, I mean John Lennon for sure. It's a beat. Oh, come on. I did say
Okay.
imagine all the lonely people.
got
I mean, what was the question?
All right,
Imagine what?
next question.
You have hated winning.
I think I'm up to 12 now.
How does it feel?
How does it feel?
Bob Dylan.
Exactly. Very good.
You're a Rolling Stone.
No,
You're
no.
on your own.
You're
like
on your
Rolling
own
Stone.
stone.
Bob Dylan.
Right.
Rolling.
I'm so glad Jerry gave you those points.
Oops.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Last two.
Last two.
Actually, two of the
Have I
big,
missed one yet?
two of the biggest songs ever. I mean,
You said a
ever,
minute ago with John Lennon.
ever. Just as big as those.
It's got to be Elvis.
maybe
One of them. Here we go. Just
bigger, right.
Elvis and who
Elvis
else?
isn't rock and roll.
Uh huh. Okay.
No.
Right, here we go. And as we wind on down the road.
It's right in the middle of the sentence.
Exactly. That's Mitch.
And as we wind on down the road.
Led Zeppelin.
There we go.
Uh,
That's not one of the. That's not even in the
It's ju-
top 50 best songs.
It's
ever.
always voted the best rock song of all time,
There's
usually.
no way. Back in Black is better than that. Okay.
It's
Nope.
Stairway to Heaven.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean,
And as we wind on down the road, our
Listen,
shadows
Springsteen-
taller than our souls. Springsteen,
never.
God,
Springsteen's better than that.
come on.
Come on.
Yeah,
Let's do Thunder Road or something. That's like something.
yeah, right.
Okay. Keep
Okay,
Last but not least,
yeah, none of those Yankee
you're going to
rubbish.
tell me that was one of the top 2 songs in the
Okay.
whole.
You might not get this.
Stairway to Heaven
You might not
is-
get this because these aren't American country artists either, right?
ABBA.
All right, geezer.
Everything here has been British, have you know?
Well, that's because we write timeless songs, you know. It's like next you'll be telling me that Shakespeare guy didn't know how to
Here
write.
we go. Let's go.
Okay. I see a little silhouette of a man.
So that we're-
That's
That's
it.
another one.
You're on the right track.
Yeah, I know. It's
You're on the
one-
right track.
You need
You'll not be able to
Mr.
sleep.
Mr. Silly.
You won't be able to sleep tonight
Hold on a second.
when you find out what it is. You'll be it'll be ringing in your ears all night.
Come on, what is it? Mr. Salawat. That's not even in the top
What?
50 songs.
What are you talking about?
What is it? What's in it?
I'm telling you, that's a loser.
He's
song.
doing Shaggy. He's doing.
Losers.
Mr. Loba
One-hit
Loba,
wonder.
raw.
One-hit wonder.
Mr. Bombastic, very, very tastic.
I mean, I wouldn't even put that in my top 100.
No, I see a little silhouette of a man.
Who is it?
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, where you do the fandango. Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen.
Queen.
Bohemian Rhapsody,
Queen.
Queen. Wayne's World.
Queen.
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 I mean, Queen's barely rock and roll.
Give us some more.
What?
Cut off the
Keep
camera.
going. Yeah.
No, that's it.
What?
That's all I have.
What about you? You got it. Give me the phone.
That's all I have.
What?
No, that's all I have. That's all the. That's
I
the
gotta-
following lyrics game.
Hell, I can play this game without a phone.
But that's more fun than its obvious game, isn't it? That's a bit hard work.
All right, here. I'm just gonna look up.
That's all I've got. More,
How about
more.
this?
It's obvious.
Just do a Google search for top 50
Right,
greatest
that's
rock
what I'm
and roll
doing.
songs.
That's what I'm doing.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, Elvis is in
All right,
there.
we're gonna continue this game.
Yes, we are.
God damn it.
Okay, you asked me top 50 rock songs.
Top 50
Yeah,
rock songs.
funnily enough, a lot will be English. I'm just putting that out there.
Well,
Okay, that's
but
true.
That's
I
probably
agree.
true. I mean, if you go Queen,
Queen, Rolling Stones,
Rolling
Who,
Stones, right?
Beatles. You
I
know,
get that.
I just saying,
I mean, let's go.
just saying it.
I understand. Listen, we're
Okay, here we go.
not. I mean, hell, you all came to the United States at the same
I'm gonna
time.
play-
You had to get out of that country that Germany was taking over. I don't blame you.
We run out of things to tax in the UK, so we had to go
Here we
here.
go with,
Top 50 greatest rock and roll
let's see,
songs.
where's the lyrics? Show me the freaking lyrics.
How about the
Sure.
Just give me the song.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Lyrics of the top 50.
Ooh.
You get it?
When she gets there, she knows.
When she gets this, all the stores are all closed. That's Stairway to Heaven as well. It's that.
That's right. That was number one.
Yeah.
Number one, Stairway to Heaven.
Do you know what this?
That's a,
Do you know what this? Do you know what this sign means?
And a loser. So tell me about Stairway to Heaven is
I
the
hate
greatest
to
rock
say
and roll
it, but-
song?
Oh yeah, funny enough, that wasn't it when he searched for
Whoa,
it.
whoa, 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 whoa. Did you just say that?
Yep,
Oh my.
told you.
Number two,
I told
ready?
you. Yeah.
Is this the real life?
Life.
Is this the-
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that's,
See?
now, I will go
Number
with
two.
that. Yeah, and that's another English.
Yeah.
I don't.
I told
get
You
it.
know what it is? It's most recognized song.
That's
I
it.
don't get it.
I understand that you don't get it.
I play that song when I was smoking dope. I mean,
It's
when
just-
I was.
Did you get that one? Is this the
And this
way-
one, number 3,
Okay, give it to me. Give me some songs. Give me some words.
Doom, doom, doom.
with the lights out. It's dangerous.
What?
Here we are now.
With the-
Entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here
Yeah.
we are now.
Here we-
And-
here we
and
are.
so-
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
I
Nirvana.
don't even know who that is.
Nirvana.
It's
Nirvana?
Nirvana,
No.
but I never even
Nirvana.
heard the song.
Have you heard of the Foo Fighters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the drummer in the
Well,
Foo
not-
Fighters,
Not really. I
How
wasn't-
about
drummer
the
and
song?
singer in the Foo Fighters, he was in Nirvana. Kurt Cobain, he was the lead singer
Can we
before
just talk about
he
the
topped
definition
himself.
of Rock and roll is not the Foo Fighters.
Nirvana.
Oh, I got one for you.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
What about Boston, Kansas? I mean, come on, let's go.
Oh no, they're American because they're a bit second rate. More than a
All right, I'll give you
feeling.
$100 if you get this one.
Oh. I'm in.
And says what he wants to say. Hey, hey, hey.
This is what he wants to hey, 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 hey. Can't do it, can't do it. Hey, hey, hey. You can't do it. Yeah. It's Motley Crue.
No,
Yes, it is.
no, it's not.
No, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
Hey, 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 can't do it. Gotta lose it. Just don't lose it.
Stop. That's the REM. No.
Oh, it's Tom Petty.
Tom Petty. Last DJ.
Tom Petty. Yeah, but I thought we were doing living artists.
We just died. There's a
Was that-
Oh, that's-
48-hour.
That's bad taste to mention that.
Was that in the rock and roll 50s?
Yes, it was.
Where's Springsteen?
Running
Wait,
up the
hold on,
hill.
let me see. I put top 10.
Oh,
I can't believe he's in the top 10.
well, based on
Tom
what?
Petty's done much better songs than the last
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, I'm going to another
yeah,
source.
but you know,
Yes, you should.
I need another source.
Well, how about this? This should be.
I mean, I like You Wreck Me and
Okay.
you're running up the hill and all that kind of stuff. But it's,
if I leave here tomorrow,
would you still remember me?
there you go. Very good.
I've been traveling.
Who is it?
Leonard Skinner, Free Bird.
Do you know that I was in a fight with these guys?
What? Donny Van Zandt?
Ronnie Van Zandt.
Ronnie Van Zandt.
I was at
Give me 3 steps.
I was at the Orlando Sports.
Get ready for
Stadium,
the propaganda.
and 38 Special
Oh boy.
was playing.
Yeah.
It was security, and
This is
we had
exclusive.
to clear out.
Exclusive.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, I'll turn it
I
off.
thought we were on private time.
Not really.
And so we're we have to clear out the stadium before we let in the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's this old guy in the middle of the
So
stadium.
38 specials off and now.
No. The show hadn't started yet.
Okay.
38 Special
Oh,
was
this is
playing.
before the show.
Yeah, this is before the show. And so we're clearing out the stadium, and there's this guy in the middle, old guy, and he's clearly drunk. I go up to him, hey sir, I have to
I have to ask you to leave.
ask you to leave. When I put my arm around him, said, come on, I'll help you out. And then
Kept
and
going
this
there.
guy grabs me on his shoulder and spins me around and takes a swing at me. I duck,
Oh no.
and then I pammed him in the gut.
Oh.
It was Ronnie Van Zandt,
Good
Who
for
was
you.
the guy that you were trying
his
to pick up?
father.
Are you serious?
And then the cops I was having in, boom, on they came,
Yeah.
and they hit him. You get a limousine, you get your dad, and you get all these guys that
Uh-huh.
aren't in the show, and get the f out of here.
Wow.
And so then 38 Special was, he was related to some of the guys in 38
Yeah.
Special.
How about
One of his nephews.
Wow. Give me
Yeah.
3 steps. Give me 3
Long
steps.
ass
Mister,
hair,
give
just
me
looked
3
like a
steps
fucking
towards
red.
the door.
And I was from Here to You to Bob Dylan.
Really?
Wow. Ooh, that smell.
It was cool.
Get to that smell.
I couldn't believe it. I was walking backstage, and
Yeah.
Steph was walking by me, piercing blue eyes.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan. Holy
Oh yeah. Give me a T for Texas.
God.
Give me a
It was
T for
amazing.
Tennessee.
This little sports stadium I worked at,
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin,
Well, that's right.
Dylan,
Man.
the
Springsteen?
Because
Birds.
I went down to the
Never saw
crossroads.
Springsteen, Moody Blues.
Bent down on my knee.
Oh God.
Moody
I can't
Another
remember
one
what
was
we saw.
English bands.
Moody
It was
Blue.
amazing back then.
Nights in white satin.
Tickets. You know what they had me go out and collect the ticket sales, right?
You mean go to all the booths?
All
to get
the
cash?
the pot shops
Right, yeah.
that sold the
Yeah.
tickets, and I'm in my little Volkswagen camper one day, and I make the last pickup, and I look at my tally sheet. I had $65,000 cash
In your truck.
right here.
Yeah.
And I got back
Because the
and
record
I-
stores sold that.
Yeah. And I gave him the $65,000. And I said, I don't want to do this anymore because it's just a matter of time before somebody
Somebody will
figures
knock
out Jerry, this little guy's riding down the
Little
street with
Jerry.
65,000. They're
Little
gonna
Jerry.
kill my ass, and I'm done with this job. You got to figure out another way to collect your cash.
All right, so off record, we have England's finest. We have
Who's bigger than the Beatles?
okay.
Bob Dylan.
Well, hang on. No, not even close.
There's no question about it.
No.
There's no-
No.
Nobody's bigger than the Beatles. I mean, I'm not even a massive Beatles fan, but nobody's bigger than the Beatles. Nobody's affected culture so much.
I totally disagree. I can bury you with data that Bob Dylan. He was
Go
the
for
first
it.
one that had
Oh.
over a 2-minute song on radio.
Did he outsell the
He-
Beatles? I think not.
I don't know.
I
I'm
think-
just saying, every artist, you ask Johnny Cash, you ask Tom Petty, you ask the Beatles, who did the Beatles think was great? Who did they model
Yeah.
themselves after?
Well, they
Bob
thought
Dylan.
they thought
I'm telling you, don't-
they thought Chuck
don't-
Berry. They typically said, if you think about rock and roll, you might as well just say Chuck Berry. That's who they kind of thought was the greatest and stuff.
All right. Well, hang on a second.
No, I'm gonna get it from John Lennon's,
But look, time out.
voice.
Time out. Let's take it. This is nothing to do with stats. This has everything to do with
How many
personal
Pulitzer
preference.
prizes have the Beatles won?
Sorry,
Pulitzer prizes.
Pulitzer prizes.
Bob Dylan,
Bob Dylan won
he won it.
Pulitzer
You
prizes.
got it.
Don't even know what a Pulitzer
Okay.
prize is.
Pulitzer prize, you don't know? Okay.
How many gigs did he play in Germany? Oh, none.
How
Yeah.
many what?
Nothing to do with
Gigs did he
Germany.
play in Germany? Yeah.
Let's see.
How many number ones did he have globally?
Bob
Number
Dylan?
ones?
Yeah.
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
Number one songs?
like Rolling Stone,
Maybe.
steroid.
Oh,
ahead.
at least 10. Wow.
No, I don't know.
All right, so
No,
so
but
let's
I'm talking about influence.
Okay.
The Beatles.
Oh,
the Beatles were troubadours.
Beatles influence.
They played AEG. You know?
The Beatles
Good
influence.
for them. You
I
know,
don't-
they're great.
Hey, you know,
I
like
had
McCartney was
two
a
Beatles albums.
McCartney would be the first person to say. He used to say, "Oh, Beatles were a good little band, nothing more, nothing less." But the rest of the world would say the Beatles influenced music more than anybody ever.
No,
Period.
I don't know.
well, but remember,
Steve.
they came to the United States at the time when television became cool.
Oh yeah, they played
And
Chase.
Ed Sullivan.
Shea
Had Ed
Stadium.
Sullivan not put them on his show, they may have never made themselves famous. Truly. I mean, they may have been good. Don't get me wrong, right? But,
Well, they were already famous, but just not famous
well,
in
they
America.
were famous in the UK.
Yeah, not famous in America.
Right,
well,
so-
famous in Europe, and Europe's big. You know, I mean, there's bigger countries.
Do you think the Beatles' fame came from Europe or the United States?
I think both. I mean, you know, what Americans forget is that, you know, Europe's a big place. There are countries in Europe bigger than America.
Yeah, it's called Russia.
Yeah, Russia's got 11 time
Back in
zones.
the USSR.
Yeah, exactly. Russia's got 11 time zones. I mean, it's huge.
No, I understand. No, you're wrong
It's
about that.
big, you know. And then when you look at
But I'm just saying-
dozens of countries in Europe, you know, America's very insular.
But
like that.
why is it? And again, I'm saying this.
They come to America because America's always had the best economy in the world, and so if you can monopolise the market in America,
Yeah.
then you make the money. I didn't see Michael Jackson dipping his hand in his pockets to buy Bob Dylan's rights to Bob Dylan's records, but he snapped up the Beatles.
One major catalyst for.
So everyone having won and lost the music arguments, we all retired to bed. I think I read for a while, and I only got about 4 hours sleep. But we were up pretty bright and early to hit the road. Fortunately, Mike there at the lodge had prepared a great breakfast for us, and it was really delicious with lots of bacon and quiche and biscuits and waffles and pancakes and God knows what. It was really filling, particularly for somebody like me that doesn't normally eat breakfast. So that was good before we hit the road again. So even though it wasn't part of the original itinerary, we decided that we couldn't really go up there without moving on to the Dragon. So we parked our bikes up at the Dragon. Dragon's at Deals Gap, just on the North Carolina-Tennessee border there. And they've got a couple of general stores up there. And it's just a worldwide mecca for fast cars and motorcycles to ride the Dragon. They've got a couple of metal and wooden Dragon structures up there which are pretty cool. And of course, the whole reason why people go up there is for the 318 curbs and just 11 miles on US 129. It is quite something. I'd recommend if you go there, go very early morning or very late. Try and avoid during the daytime when the crazies get out there. And no matter how skilled a rider you are, take care. It's a punishing place. But it's never short of lots and lots of people up there all wanting to ride. We rode it a few weeks ago, and we were considering riding it again. But just before we left, we had a quick look at the Tree of Shame up there, which is a tree that has loads of bodywork from crash bikes hung on it. And we thought better of it and thought, let's do Moonshiners 28, which is runs right from Deals Gap back past Fontana and then all the way up towards Robbinsville, where we'll cut across before doing the Cherahalla Skyway. So having refueled in Robbinsville, we decided to progress on to the Charahalla Skyway, and that's a stunning kind of 50-mile stretch of road leading between Robbinsville and Tellico Plains, and get some real elevation. And as we were going uphill, we noticed the road seems to get slightly shinier and shinier, and then eventually it started to get wet, and then eventually it started to get very, very wet, and then all of a sudden we were into slight mist, and then very heavy mist, and then can barely kind of see. So it got very, very, very difficult visually, but once we passed the top of the mountain, things started to clear a bit, and as we got lower down, the sunshine started breaking through. Fortunately, we didn't get wet at all. It was just very difficult visually until we broke through that sunshine, and then we were presented with the most stunning views. And we stopped off at this lookout, and it's just breathtaking. You can probably see 70 miles or so across the Smoky Mountain ranges here, and it's just such a beautiful place to be. With Charlie in tow, we can never be too far from a Harley-Davidson store, but he'd never been to the Charahalla Harley-Davidson store, and so we decided to stop off and have a look around. That was fun, and when we left there was plenty of Harley riders and custom cruiser riders queuing up to enter the store. We couldn't eat at our usual place, Tellico Grains. It was a full house, so we moved on to Tellico Cafe. They seem to have a lot of brick cars there. There must be some kind of brick car show on that particular day, I guess. And there was plenty of MGs about, and Triumphs and so forth. Charlie and I particularly were enamoured by a beautiful red Austin Healey 3000 Mark III, and that had some really nice detailed touches inside the vehicle and out. On the way home we took the fabulous Etoa Road, and then the fabulous Route 60 south from kind of Blue Ridge there all the way down to Dahlonega, and then just straight 400 home towards Roswell, north of Atlanta. I had a thoroughly great time on this trip. I think the guys did too. Charlie was gracious enough to say on Saturday it was simply the best riding day he'd ever had in his life, and we certainly did thousands upon thousands of curbs, and had beautiful scenery, lovely weather, and low volume of traffic, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself and can't wait to do it again. I'd like to thank Charlie for coming along. He was in good form, and we had a real laugh as usual, and also Jerry was on fine form as well, and we had plenty of good banter. So it was just overall a wonderful trip, and as always I look forward to riding with my buddies and riding in the mountains. Hope you like this video, and I hope you'll like and subscribe and share, and thank you for watching. Please watch my other videos in the Ride On series, and last but not least, ride often, ride carefully, ride on.